Alright, what's up YouTube Nation? Today is going to be back-to-back videos. I did a video yesterday 24 hours ago, and today we're going to do another YouTube video today. And that is going to be called Sex with Single Moms and Why You Should Not. I'm going to repeat because I know some of y'all going to pee in your pants and crap in your pants, and a lot of y'all probably going to spit out your cognac, your beer, Coke 45, whatever you're smoking or drinking, you're going to spit it out your mouth. I said sex with single moms and why you should not date them. Clipso, Negro, Oregon, O'Shea, Duke Jackson, Rango TV Raw, Ron Will, Solo TV 84, Alpha Male Strategies, and the rest of the gang on YouTube. Now, my Midtown brothers will greatly appreciate this video. I am not a Midtown, so don't be thinking that just because I'm talking about this subject that somehow makes me Midtown. I love P-U-S-S-Y as much as the next man. But there's some things that I gotta get off my chest, if you will. There's some things I have to clear up, the tension in the air. I have two individuals whose names I cannot tell you. Both of them have YouTube channels just like I do, but I can't tell you their first and last name, and out of respect for them and their privacy, I can't even tell you the names of their YouTube channels because, you know, it'd be bad for them if you find out this information. Then they'll confront me behind the scenes in person and say, hey, who told you to disclose that information to these people? So I can't tell you that information, sorry, but take my word for it, you don't want to find out, because both these individuals that I'm talking about, they think it's okay to date single moms, and the BS reasons that they give out are very stupid and very delusional. So it's my job to make this video and try to educate those who are entertaining the idea, not necessarily have sex with a single mom, but entertaining the idea of actually dating one and getting in a relationship with one. So for those beta males, for those men out there who think I might destroy their hopes and dreams, you may not want to watch this video, because the stuff I'm about to say is 100% red pill. In this case, I won't say red pill, I'm going to say 100% alpha male education. It may hurt your eyes and your ears. Now, let's get into the video. Now, a lot of times, the reasons, the BS, the bullshit reasons that they give out for one to have sex, or in this case, not so much have sex with single moms, but date single moms, is that women from the ages of 18 to 29 years old, women that's in their sexual prime, are hard to ask out to lunch and dinner. They play mind games. They give out phone numbers, fake email addresses. They stand you up at lunch and at dinner. And it's true, women from the age of 18 to 29 do play mind games. I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't. They do play some mind games. But that's because they're trying to chase alpha males that they find physically, sexually attractive. You know, men that have money, looks, and status. Now, I know my boy, Big Boss Cal83, doesn't like the word alpha male and a beta male. That's how he feels. And there's nothing I or you or anybody else watching this can change about that. But just this one time, I won't be using the word alpha male. Let's just go with a classic word that the nature boy Ric Flair and professional wrestling made famous, to be the man. So let's go with the man. When I was a kid, my dad used to say that if you were the quote unquote the man, women will flock to you. So if you have money, looks, and status, and you were the man, you got the most respect, you got the most attention, and you didn't have to kiss nobody's ass if you were the man. Another way of looking at being the man is if you look at professional sports. You know, you look at basketball, football, baseball, you look at tennis, you look at soccer, you look at track and field, swimming, you look at wrestling, even though it's entertainment, boxing, martial arts. You just look at your sports, and every sport there is a world champion that is highly respected and highly loved by all. Or what's the old saying? Little kids want to be me, men hate me, but women want to be with me. Let's look at someone like Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? That is the man, right? Floyd Money Mayweather, right? Undefeated, 8-time world champion in professional boxing, crossed over, beat Conor McGregor last year, making millions of dollars, trying to become a black billionaire, and people in the media hate Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. Who's another person that is the man in sports? Michael Jordan, 6-time NBA world champion, 2 three-peats, won 6 championships, 6 times, undefeated in the NBA Finals, has never lost an NBA Finals ever. Never gone to a game 6, never gone to a game 7. Series always ends in 5 games. So Michael Jordan is considered the man, a black billionaire. Who's another person that is known as the man? Donald Trump. I know a lot of y'all who voted for Donald Trump know what I'm talking about. Whether you like Donald Trump or you hate Donald Trump, he's the president, and that would classify as the man. And, you know, if you go before that, you know, a lot of people classify Barack Obama as the man, whether you like these individuals or you don't. Even in the world of bodybuilding, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the man, you know, when he was winning all these Mr. Olympic titles. And then if you look in Hollywood, there are guys who, when they make movies, their movies always draw #1 at the box office. You look at guys like Elgin Alba, Denzel Washington, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, whose movie's coming out this week, by the way, Rampage. Yeah, he draws at the box office. And then even though professional wrestling is fake and it's just entertainment, there is quote unquote the man in professional wrestling who draws the most money. Brock Lesnar. Even when he was in the UFC, Brock Lesnar was quote unquote the man. These were all men that were called the man. Now, let's get to the point of the video. Now, it's one thing if you got a sexual fantasy and you want to bang you a single mom. It's one thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay, and I'm not saying it's not okay to have sex with a single mom. What I'm saying is sometimes you have to look back and you have to sometimes ask yourself, is it really worth the squeeze? Is it really worth going out there and putting yourself in harm's way, in danger? And that's what I'm trying to get to. Now, just because a woman's got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, or 10 kids, and some people might be a smartass, even if a woman's got 15, 20 kids, it doesn't mean it's okay for you to get into a relationship with a woman that has multiple kids by multiple men. Because one of the justifications that they use is, well, it's hard in the dating game and the dating game is rigged. Yes, the dating game is rigged, but the dating game is even more rigged when you put yourself in a situation that you may not even come back out of 100% sane. Like I said, it's one thing to just want to have sex with a single mom. It's another to entertain the idea of wanting to be in a relationship and marry a woman that has kids by another man. Now, people might say, what do you mean, Alex? Like, be more specific. Explain yourself. You ever seen the NBA Finals? I know y'all been watching the NBA Finals. And one thing that I've learned in championship sports, every sport in the world that you possibly can imagine, basketball, football, baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, swimming, they all have championship series. the Soccer World Cup, or call it the FIBA World Cup, there is the Olympics, right? That's actually the best example to use in this video. What if I told you that when an athlete loses the #1 spot in the Olympics, whether it's weightlifting, powerlifting, whether it's basketball, whether it's soccer, whether it's tennis, whether it's swimming, instead of getting the gold medal, which is the top honor prize in that event, you get what they call a bronze medal. Or even worse, you get what they call a silver medal. And don't you know that 99.99% of the time, most athletes do not like bronze medals and they do not like silver medals. Yeah, you put on a nice happy smile for the news media because you lost in the Olympics, and then you got to train for the next 4 years to qualify to see if you can get a gold medal. And you see, after you competed in 2 or 3 Olympics in a total of 12 years, by the time you get like 32, 33 years old, you got to come to face the fact that every time you try to get a gold medal, you can't get one. Like, you look at Kurt Angle for an example. Yes, Kurt Angle, that's a professional wrestler who did Olympic wrestling in the Olympics in the late 1990s. Guess what? He won a gold medal. It took Kurt Angle 8 years to win his first gold medal. Guess what? When you win gold medals, it opens the door for you to get opportunities you probably would have never gotten in high school and college if it weren't for you competing in professional sports and tournament events such as the Olympics. You have access to dating the most beautiful, attractive women on the planet. And I've already made videos about supermodels. I said I was going to make a video called What's the Difference Between Supermodels, Plus Size Models, Miss USA, and Instagram hoes. You're going to have to wait for that video on Friday. But today's video, we're talking about sex with single moms. When you lose a championship in the NBA Finals or in the Super Bowl of the NFL, nobody talks about second place. Nobody talks about who's number 2, who's number 3, who's number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Nobody talks about those numbers. They only talk about one. Number 1. It's like getting a second place trophy and being told, even though you're second place, second best, runner up, it's okay to accept number 2. And that's the mentality that some, not all, some of you men have. And I'm not just talking about black men. There are some white men. There are some Latino men who also have done this type of behavior. And you see, then the problem that you get is when it's time for you to realize you've been cheated out of a golden opportunity, now you got child support you got to pay. Now you got alimony you got to pay. You got to lose half your money to the woman because you accepted being number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 in the race. That's the bad part. Now, the sex, okay, let's talk about that. Now, if you have sex with a mom, of course the sex is going to be hot. Of course the sex is going to be off the chain. But you also have to realize that that's only because her options have ran out. By the time a woman gets 30 to 35 years old, do you think any basketball players, football players is interested in dating a single mom? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some men that will have sex with single moms. They will bang a single mom 2 or 3 times if they have to. But do you think they would actually date one and take one out to lunch and dinner? The answer is no. You have professional athletes in their respectable sports that have had sex with 2, 3, maybe even 5 single moms their whole career. But what you never see these athletes ever do is entertain the idea of dating a single mom and taking her out to lunch and dinner. So the sex is good. Don't get me wrong, the sex is good. They'll give you back massages, neck massages, feet massages. They'll give you a B job. They'll let you hit it from the back. But there's also a purpose to that. And when you fall into the traps, you fall into the traps because you get so comfortable with the idea she's paying attention to me. But the whole entire time she's only doing that because she can't get the quote unquote the man. She can't get the man no more. Guys like Floyd Mayweather Jr., Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, guys like that are called the man. She can't get those people anymore. Guys like Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, she can't get those guys either. So when she can't get the man, she has to settle for number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, whatever number you are in the race. And I'm talking about if you're not number 1. And y'all don't seem to understand how this works. Now, there's another thing that most YouTubers on YouTube don't talk about. They don't talk about the grandmama. See, y'all think that the mama is the most sexiest, most sexual, and most perverted woman on the planet Earth, and to us, that it seems that way. But what if I told you that the grandmama is 10 times more sexual, more devious, and more promiscuous than the mama? Oh yeah, you got somebody out there that got sexual fantasies of banging the grandmama. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing either, but what I'm saying is y'all don't be paying attention to the game. See, the grandmama is the one who teaches the mama and the daughter and the granddaughter how to make men pay. That's where it all starts, with the grandmama. Grandmama is the most sexual, she's the most perverted, and a lot of times the grandmama is the most freakiest woman in the bed. So you get some women that be in their 50s, 60s, and as terrifying as this is, in their 70s, that be trying to run game on men. And y'all be thinking, oh, she an old lady, she don't know nothing. And you let your arrogance, you let your confidence, you get overconfident, you get arrogant, and then boom, out of nowhere you make a mistake. Then you go, oh, that's just one mistake. Then before you know it, you make 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, 4 mistakes, 5 mistakes. Before you know it, you'd have made 10 mistakes. And that was cost you everything. Now, the grandmama will do things that the mama doesn't do. The grandmama will actually give you a conversation several times. The grandmama will actually give you money for gas and try to give you the belief that, oh, she actually does help out. But all of that is to get to access to something else. Now, when you have sex with the grandmama is very sexually perverted, very aggressive. She has sexual fantasies of basketball players, football players, bodybuilders, weightlifters, powerlifters. She trying to get her hands on the man. And what the grandmama is trying to do is show the single mom how you get inside the mind of heterosexual men and how you game a man and how you compromise a man, more importantly. Now, once again, you got some basketball players, professional athletes, that have banged single moms and also have banged the grandmama. Now, once again, it's one thing to have sex. It's another to entertain the idea of actually dating one and being in a relationship with one. And you see, I feel like that these 2 men that are dating these single moms, you have no idea what you're signing yourself up for. You're actually signing yourself up for complete and utter humiliation. And let's not forget the jackass pickup artists and dating coaches who tell you you gotta go to the nightclubs. Do you know what's inside a lot of these nightclubs? A lot of times, single moms, grandmoms. Oh yeah, a lot of the times you be going like, well, she got a nice banging ass body. She got ass and she got titties. Okay, the single mom or the grandmom got some ass and some titties. I give you that. But you're actually taking on the challenge of being someone's father or grandfather without actually being aware of it. See, the man who has money, looks, and status, he may have sex with someone's mom. He might even bang somebody's grandma. But what the man will never do is entertain the idea of getting into a relationship with a woman. They talk you into it, and next thing you know, you're doing things that you weren't doing before. You're babysitting, you're buying food, clothes, you're taking the kids to the basketball games, the football games, the park, the movies. Next thing you know, you are playing the role of a father. But then when you brag to your friends and your family during the holidays that you're taking care of another man's kid, you get verbally insulted by your family members and your friends and your coworkers at your job that, yeah, but those ain't your kids. And then it turns into a violent confrontation. And you don't even get no play. Oh yeah, you don't even get no play 6 months to a year. Before you know it, it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Before you know it, it's 7 years that you're being disrespected by this single mom. And who she goes and chase after while you're babysitting her kids? Basketball players, football players, baseball players, rappers, R&B singers, bodybuilders, weightlifters, powerlifters, professional boxers. She going after people like Floyd Mayweather Jr. She going after people like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Terrell. Well, we can't even say Terrell Owens because he ain't. Well, he Terrell Owens, but you know what I mean. She going after people like Elgin Alba. She going after Bo Chasman, aka Black Panther. She going after Michael B. Jordan, aka Killmonger. She going after Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio. She going after those people who have money, looks, and status. So while you're babysitting her kids, she going after men that are rich and famous. And who she gives up the booty to? The man that's rich and famous. You don't even get no booty after 6 months to a year. If someone decides to be a smartass, she can go 5 years without giving you the booty. She don't give the man no rules. She gives you, if you're trying to date a woman with kids, all the rules. You got to go to church. Rich, famous people that is called the man, they don't go to church. But you got to go to church if you want the booty. That's BS hypocrisy. The man can come over to the house anytime he want and get him some. You can't do that. The man gets to pick when he wants to deal with the single mom and the grandmama and when he doesn't. You don't even get to have the opportunity to pick when you want to deal with the mama and the grandmama. The man can make a woman, and I mean this, the man can make the mama and the grandmama do sexual perverted acts that y'all can't make them do. If the man wants a woman that's in her 40s or 50s or 60s to go to a tattoo shop and get a tattoo of their first name on their butt, they'll actually do it. You can't even get the mama or the grandmama to even cook you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What I call the Hollywood treatment. The mama or the grandmama will do things for the man that they won't even do for you. That's hypocrisy. That's being a hypocrite. The mama or the grandmama doesn't use rules on the man, but she uses rules on guys who don't have money, looks, and status. You got women right now that's in their 40s and their 50s and their 60s that will chase after Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Denzel Washington, You got some women that will go to a rap concert and will try to get in the front row to get a chance to meet Lil Wayne, to meet Drake, to meet Chris Brown. So for you guys out there that think it's a good idea to mess with a single mom that's got 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids, if I were you, I would sit down and think long and hard about what you just signed up for. And don't listen to those jackass pickup artists and dating coaches who tell you there's nothing wrong with being number 2 or number 3 or number 4 or number 5. Because 10 years from now, you're going to hate those pickup artists and those dating coaches for lying to you and not telling you the truth. When you go to the gyms like 24 Hour Fitness, LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, oh yeah, there's some single moms and some grandmoms at the gym, at the park, at your job, at the movie theater. And guess what? You go into them nightclubs, you hitting on a woman that's got kids. But she ain't gonna tell you she have kids. And a lot of times when women come after you, they come after you because they ain't got no other options. So you be bragging about you finally got you a woman from high school or college, and then all of a sudden you find out the real motive is because, hold on. Sorry about that, we always have people calling. So I want you to think long and hard about this. And who knows, I might make a part 2 to this.